The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello my dear children, welcome back. Listen to this quote. What goes around comes around. Somehow our actions always have a way of coming back to us. What does it mean? It means the way you value, care and respect the others will come back to you in the same way as you have given to others. Now, let us read a story which depicts the same meaning. The story, titled The Wooden Cup, describes about the values of empathy and respect towards elders. This particular story is written by Domenico Vittorini. Domenico Vittorini was born in the year 1892 and died in 1958. He was an Italian author and professor. He was born in Italy and later went to the USA and taught in the Temple University and the University of Pennsylvania. His most famous book is The Thread of Life. Now, let us read and enjoy the story. The Wooden Cup. Once upon a time in far off Italy, there was a little boy whose name was Robertino. He loved his grandfather very much. The little boy and the old man were good friends. They spent much time together. Robertino loved to sit on his grandfather's knee and listen to the stories he told him. Grandfather was a wonderful storyteller. And oh, the stories he told, fairy tales and exciting hunting stories like the one in which grandfather himself had once caught an eagle. There was a strong bond of love between the two. So, once upon a time in far off Italy, far off meaning a great distance away. Okay, so once upon a time in Italy lived a little boy named Robertino. He loved his grandfather very much. He used to sit on the lap of his grandfather and listen to the stories told by him. His grandfather was a wonderful storyteller who used to tell fairy tales, exciting hunting stories, etc. He also told him stories in which once he had caught an eagle. In short, Robertino and grandfather shared a great bond between them. Okay, grandfather had come to live with Robertino's parents when grandmother died 3 years before. Robertino's mother did not understand the loneliness of the old man. Sometimes she was very impatient with him, especially on those days when his hands shook and he would drop what he was holding. So, after the death of grandmother, grandfather came to live with Robertino and his parents. But Robertino's mother was a little impatient with him. Impatient meaning irritated, kshamayillata. Okay, so she felt irritated of his behavior, especially on those days when his old age caused his hands to shook and he would drop the things he held. Shook is the past tense of shake. Shake means shiver, virakkiga. And drop meaning let or make something fall. Tazhe iduga, allengil tazhe veezhuga. Okay. One night at dinner, grandfather lifted his cup to drink his coffee. His poor old hands shook so much that the coffee spilled on the clean white tablecloth. The cup, falling from his hands, broke into many pieces. Robertino's mother spoke angrily to the old man. Grandfather never said a word in reply, but only looked at her with sadness in his eyes. Robertino was also very unhappy. Poor dear grandfather. So, one night while having dinner, grandfather lifted the cup to drink his coffee. His old hands shook and the coffee spilled on the white clean tablecloth. The cup broke into pieces. Robertino's mother spoke angrily to the old man. Still, grandfather never said a word in reply, but looked at Robertino's mother with sadness in his eyes. Robertino was also very unhappy and he got disappointed at his mother's behavior. Okay. After that, grandfather had to eat all alone at a little table in the kitchen. There was sadness in his eyes when he heard about this new arrangement. There was sadness in the gentle smile he gave his grandchild. As soon as Robertino finished his dinner, he would run into the kitchen to be with the old man he loved so much. And the kitchen became a beautiful land where there was no pain and no sadness. There, the old man and the little child could move about happily, hand in hand. So, after these incidents, grandfather was provided a little table in the kitchen to eat. This arrangement was unexpected and it disappointed him a little. His eyes got filled with sadness. This sadness in turn made his smile so gentle towards his grandchild, but with the same love. Robertino was too the same. So, as soon as he finished his dinner, he rushes to his grandfather who is there in the kitchen. They both made the kitchen a land where they can spend the time happily, hand in hand, without pain and sadness. Is it clear, children? Okay. And hope you have understood the paragraphs we have discussed today. Go through the paragraphs 2-3 times and write down the meanings in your file. Okay. Before winding up the class, let me tell you on your wake-up calls. We, the teachers, are happy to know the changes you brought in your habits. We are pleased to get your wake-up calls and it will be more good if you continue doing the same. Okay. And that's all for the day. I'll meet you in the next class. Till then, take care. Thank you.